I refuse to let my kids grow up as iPad zombies like the rest of their generation. My dad and his new girlfriend disagree. I, 30F, have two kids, Arthur, 4M, and Lucy, 7 months. When my son was a baby, my husband, 32M, and I decided we wouldn't give our children any gadgets like phones, tablets, or computers until they were at least 9 years old. I worked as a babysitter in my early 20s, and many of the kids I take care of were glued to their iPads. Most of them had no social skills, refused to go out, and were absolute nightmares to be around when they didn't have a gadget with them. I don't like judging other parents, and I understand how overwhelming children can be, but I refuse to raise mine like that. My dad, 63M, is dating a significantly younger woman, let's call her Shelley, 37F. Her sister had her third child earlier this year and gave her older kids an iPad to distract them while she focused on the baby. My father and Shelley both saw this and thought that was a great idea. Since Lucy was born, my father has been trying to convince me to get Arthur an iPad. He says that this would be a great way to keep him busy while I take care of the baby and to make parenting less of a struggle for me and my husband. The thing is, though, we are not struggling. Yes, things aren't perfect, but we're happy and healthy without iPads. Whenever I try to express that to my dad, he ignores me. I've been declining his advice all year. He finally stopped bringing it up about a month ago, and I thought it was over. Last week, he and Shelley got back from a trip abroad. I went to their place to pick up some things I'd asked them to get, and I noticed an iPad box in one of their suitcases. Shelley confirmed they'd gotten it as a Christmas gift for Arthur. When my father tried to deny that, it became clear that they planned on giving it to him behind my back. As calmly as I could, I said I didn't care who they gave that iPad to, but it wouldn't be Arthur. We ended up having a huge fight, and I told them my family wouldn't be attending the Christmas dinner my aunt is hosting unless they promised not to give Arthur the iPad. Both my father and Shelley are furious. They're calling me ungrateful and insist they're only trying to help me and my husband, and we'd see that if we weren't so stubborn. My father is also angry that I'm denying Arthur an expensive gift that many people don't have access to. My husband and I aren't budging, but I'd be lying if I said I didn't feel like I'm overreacting. I also don't want to spend Lucy's first Christmas without the rest of my family, and when I think about that, this feels absolutely awful. Update 1. Since my post last week, a few things have happened, including Christmas of course.